Hi, Eileen here at the Whisky Show, and I'm here with
Kev. I'm Kev from Mira.
and we're going to talk a little bit about that history.
Brilliant stuff.
What are you for it?
So do you want to come around here and we can do it together? Just come around this side. Come around this side. Do it together. So, we've got our Mira destination. Right, come out, I'll get that one because you're on the phone. There you go. Come in with us. I'm glad. Right, we've got Mira destination here. So, destination represents the multiple destinations that we store our whiskey in. So you've got underground in Boras mine. And that's about 50 meters underground. An old abandoned mine we've converted into a storage area. Temperature, humidity is kept constant as well, so we can control that type of angel share. We don't lose as much. We've also got high up in the mountains. We've got on a lake. We store one of these on a barge on the River Seine as well. That's the Limousin. So that's on the barge in the River Seine. Limousin French cognac cask. So it's a nice little dry Chardonnay kick on the back of the palate as well, but oily in the palate. But the one you've got, destination, is 33% port cask is the main flavouring of it, main casting. And then you've got some first fill bourbon on it. You've got an American Ek, Swedish oak American Ek, so it's like a Swedish oak cask. And after that, you've got a 9% Oloroso on it as well. Now, you'll get a big kick on the port to start with completely. But what happens is, what I haven't prepared, because I wasn't ready for this, let's get a pipette. This one works absolutely stunning with a pipette in it. So just 3 drops of water. Have you tried it, yeah?
Yes.
You like it?
Love it.
Right, so 1, 2, 3 drops of water, that's all. Everyone goes on about ice and whiskey. You can drink whiskey any way you want, it's up to you. The way I look at it is these guys have spent millions and millions of pounds putting the right amount of water in a whiskey. So if you put 3 drops in, it will just change the congeners and change the flavour. How was that one?
Much richer and deeper.
Much richer and deeper. Absolutely superb. And it does, it just changes it. Yeah.
With the spice at the end.
Yep. It opens it up completely. So you'll get away from that dry sort of port cask finish into the 3 drops of water. It sort of brings through the Oloroso a bit and makes it a bit sweeter. Yeah, it's absolutely great. I also call it destination because 2 drams of that you forget where you were going. At least I like to think about it. So, what else can I tell you about Macmira? 8 friends, college students, technical students, went skiing, and apparently it was tradition to take a bottle of scotch. Go skiing, take a bottle of scotch. And I think they had a conversation over the scotch one night and says, can't we do this in Sweden? So they did. One thing people don't realise is the bottoms of the bottles have got 8 dents.
Nice.
Yeah. Thumbprints, every one of them. So that's 8 thumbprints you've got on the bottles to represent the 8 founders. What else can I tell you about it? They built their own still, first still, copper, hand beat it, quite technical guys, clever guys. And it was 100 litre still. So 100 litre still will give you 30 litres of heart fluid. They built 30 litre casks, Swedish oak. Swedish oak is a lot stronger, a lot richer than American oak. I like using, whether it's accurate or not, I like using the chocolate analogy. I like thinking American oak is like 30-40% cacao, sweet, Cadbury's, milk chocolate, something like that. Swedish oak I would equate to being about 70-80% cacao, so bitter tannins, stronger. So for example, on the Svenska Ek, Swedish oak, we take 200 litre cask, into the maturation, let's say a 6-year maturation, we take 10% out of that, finish it in a Swedish oak, gets it a bit rich, a bit strong, a bit tanniny. We then take it back out after 18 months in that Swedish oak cask, dump it back into the original 200 litres. It's about an 8-year-old whiskey by then, and it's as close to what you'd class as probably a space side, but using Swedish products. There's lots of other ranges here as well. We through Craftwork, so although Macmira is the company itself, we actually distribute in the UK through Craftwork now as well.
US.
Well, it's, I think it might be a different one, but Craftwork has a larger range, but we're proud to obviously have Macmira on board as well. So, is there anything you want to know about it?
No, I think did you cover the year when it was established?
So 1999 they got together, yeah. So I think they put the cask first. The first cask, number 1, has got 1999 written on it. They've just released their 20-year-old, so their oldest spirit's pretty much a 20-year-old, and that's just gone like hotcakes. It's not here now. We can't even get it.
Which one is this one?
Right. So this one here, this is.
Say it.
Now bear with me.
Yes.
I'm Scottish. I have trouble with English, so Swedish is a challenge. But Kvarnrook.
one?
Star Smoke.
Okay.
Okay, it's actually been designed with the view of sitting on a mountain, looking up the stars, with a nice, lovely whiskey in your hand. And there's 8 different casks in this one, though. You've got first fill bourbon, you've got Oloroso casks in it. You get something called Cloudberry wine. Right, so Cloudberry wine cask. The Swedes are amazing at if something grows on a tree or a bush, they'll make a wine out of it. Yeah. For example, this one here, next to it, this is Björksav. Björksav is essentially a birch sap tree. 2 weeks of the year, the sap rises, tap the tree, they make a wine out of it. That wine gets into the cask to flavour the cask. After it's flavoured the cask, we tip the wine away because you can't drink it anymore. All the goodness has gone into the wood. We then take our whiskey and put it back into the Björksav cask. So you've now got Björksav Expression whiskey. It's stunning, absolutely stunning. And I already.
We're covering the 8.
Oh yeah, the 8s in there. So you've got like I know you're asking me every 8 of them. There's like first and second fill bourbons. There's a bit of smoke in there. Oloroso cask. And the Cloudberry wine cask, and that's why I moved on to explain what the Cloudberry wine cask. It was a Cloudberry wine, finished the cask, we finished the whiskey in it. So, but it's still a single malt, obviously a single malt distillery, single malt casks, and this is one of the most complex ones I've ever tasted from Macmillan. It is absolutely beautiful. You want to try it? Yeah, by all means. Let's see what you think of this one. So, this you just go straight in. It's quite a complex whiskey as well. So try that and see what you think. Kvarn Rook. Now I might be pronouncing that properly, but Kvarn Rook. Star Smoke. Rook meaning smoke.
The smokiness is fantastic.
It's good, isn't it?
It's delicate.
Yeah.
It actually gets more progressive as it develops on the tongue. It gets much more deeper.
And I find a tiny little bit of water in that as well. We'll change it and open it up if you want to try that.
Yep.
Okay. Again, 3 drops of water. That's all you need. So something people don't realise about the actual, your eyes have just gone like that. Yeah. It's good, isn't it?
Rounder, sweeter, softer.
Yeah. And every time you have another dram of that, it changes a little bit. You get some more different expressions coming out of it as well. The thing about the Swedish smoke as well, everyone goes about smoky. I don't like peated whiskey and stuff like that. So everyone refers to like Lafroig, Lagavulin, Arlberg. That's their idea of peat, Isle of peat, astringent, TCP, that type of stuff. The Swedish peat's different. It's obviously forest based. There's a lot more wood fibre going in there. There's pine cones and there's all that on the floor of the forest. That's what makes their peat up. Not a lot of salt, not a lot of salt water on it. But then when we peat our barley, we use juniper branches as another layer on top of it. So you've got a double layer of phenols on top of that. Peat, juniper branches, and that gives you the sweetness of the smoke as well.
Okay. It's
beautiful.
Thank you so much, Kat.
Pleasure. It's nice to meet you.